Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to JLerone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female fuckery. Today's video, we're going to be looking at this guy called The Better Bachelor. He's talking about J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Looks like they're getting a divorce, and J-Lo is trying to take half of Ben's money, right? According to the records, J-Lo is worth about, I think, 4 million? No, 40 million or 400 million, some shit like that. But yeah, 400 million. And I think Ben is worth 150 million. And J-Lo is trying to take half of his money as a revenge. She calls it a revenge divorce because she's saying that she spent the majority of the money. Make that make sense, right? She said she had to spend the majority of the money to provide for the household. So in the divorce, which she calls a revenge divorce, she wants half of his 150 million. Now, sources show that J-Lo was the one spending money. She wanted to spend this type of money. Like, she wanted the $60 million home and shit like that. Ben was saying, no, we don't need to spend this much money. Ben was trying to be, you know, frugal, right? Responsible, not overspend. Even though, you know, they have a lot of money, but still, you can't just be wilding out like that. So Ben is saying, no, we don't need to be spending this much money on this much house. So, but J-Lo went and did what she wanted to do with her money. But now she's saying that she had to do it, even though Ben was telling her, no, we don't need to do it. So it's that old adage of, you know, the man's money is belongs to the woman. You know, his money's my money and my money's my money. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it was. So no matter what J-Lo spent, that was her money. But even though Ben was saying, no, we don't need to spend all this money, now J-Lo is saying, well, your money is now my money, so I want half of it since I had to spend my money on things that I wanted. Make that shit make sense. But we're going to go ahead. This is crazy. And like I said, the marriage only lasts 2 years, right? So I don't understand Ben. I never would have gotten back with her. You know what I'm saying? This is the second time around, and still the shit didn't work. So yeah, so let's go ahead and listen to this guy named Joker. He's with The Better Bachelor, and let's go ahead and take a listen to what he had to say about this whole thing, man. And yeah, it's ridiculous. So if you guys haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. And let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, fair use.
Jennifer Lopez wants half of Ben Affleck's fortune for divorce revenge. She spent all the money, and so she feels that he needs to pay her back in the divorce for her spending more money. But she was the one that couldn't control her own spending. So he's frugal. He wants to save money. He doesn't want to dump it all. She decides she wants to buy everything, and then she turns around and says, okay, you need to pay for all my extravagant spending. Absolutely unbelievable. So we'll jump right into this one. From MSN.com, Jennifer Lopez wants half of Ben Affleck's $150 million fortune in a revenge move after spending the lion's share of the money. She's worth $400 million, estimates are. He's worth $150 million, and she wants money from him. Now, I hope he can get half her crap or a portion of it. But, you know, they've been on and off again. He went back and got married. There's, of course, the meme picture of him, and most people think this is probably after he got in an argument with J-Lo about something, where he's out having a smoke outside of, I don't know, their studio apartment or downtown where they're working or something going on. And then there's a video of him. She gets into the car and he slams the car door and then walks around to the other side to get in and drive off. I didn't get that video clip for you, but this man has not been happy for a long time, and it's only going to get worse. So once again, you don't go back to exes. They say the fairy tale ending for Bennifer 2.0 seems to have gone up in smoke just 2 years after their stunning Las Vegas wedding. J-Lo and Ben Affleck are reportedly heading for a split, and things might be getting a bit messy. The couple has not been photographed together for over a month now, and sources suggest the marriage is over. Now, a bombshell report claims Lopez isn't shying away from demanding a hefty chunk of Ben Affleck's fortune in the divorce settlement. I like how they call his $150 million a fortune, which it is. What's her $400 million then? She certainly didn't get very much money for that latest movie she did over on Netflix. Jennifer Lopez's revenge on Ben Affleck. Jen and Ben are living separately now that their shared mansion in Beverly Hills is back on the market. Ben, who stars in The Accountant 2, is renting a place in Brentwood near his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and their kids. Meanwhile, the pop star Jen is staying in her LA home with her children Max and MM. According to a source from Radar Online, the Jenny from the Block singer wants half of Ben's nearly $150 million fortune, even though she herself is worth much more, about $400 million. Some see this move as a way for her to get back at him, claiming, now this is the part that's crazy. Listen to this. Some see this as a way for her to get back at him, claiming she handled more of the financial responsibilities during their short-lived marriage. And they say, Jennifer Lopez spent the lion's share for a $60 million mansion. A person with knowledge of the matter suggests that Jennifer Lopez spent more money during their brief period together. The insider alleges Lopez, who recently canceled her expensive Los Angeles residency, took on the majority of the financial responsibility. They depict Ben Affleck as a huge cheapskate who constantly complained about Lopez's spending habits. Apparently, to avoid his grumbling, the driven diva covered most expenses to maintain their luxurious lifestyle. So here, to me, at least from that sentence, it sounds like she says, hey, we're going to get this $60 million place. And he's like, we don't need a place that expensive. Let's get something for $10 million. And she says, no, I'm going to spend $60 million. And then on the divorce, she says, well, I spent $60 million on that place. You owe me half, $30 million. And it sounds like he's saying, I didn't want to spend that in the first place. Like, you're the one. And guys, whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you've dated, you know, guys can be pretty low key when it comes to expenses. Like, if you take away, everybody has to pay rent, everybody has to buy food. But I know personally of women that every day when I was in the workforce, in the work world, every day I would see them walk in with a Starbucks coffee that's what, $4, $5, $6, $7, whatever they are, dollars, when we could go right downstairs in the main cafeteria of the building that I worked in at Cisco, and we could go right downstairs and order a coffee, and it was like 50 cents, and they would add the syrups and the ice and the blending and the mochas and the creams and heavy creams and all the things you could want. It was 50 cents. So a lot of us guys would go down there, and then in the middle of the afternoon, when we wanted to refill, we had, you know, flavored creamers or whatever in the fridge. We'd go make a pot of coffee with Cisco's own, like, house brand coffee, which was not great, but it wasn't bad. We guys would go over and make our coffee out of that, and the girls would go to lunch, Not that there were many girls in network engineering, but there was, I don't know, half a dozen or a dozen of them. They would go off to lunch and they would come back with, wait for it, another $5 or $7 coffee. So guys were, getting a couple of good coffees in the day for 50 cents. And the women were going out and they're coming back after 10 or 12 or $15. It's the same thing, whether it's makeup, whether it's the 17 products for the hair that doesn't look any better than most men's I know that wash their hair with a bar of soap and a squeegee. Like, they find ways to waste money. And it sounds like Jennifer Lopez did the same thing and then says, I couldn't keep my spending in check. You need to pay for half of that. And she's calling it revenge because she couldn't control her own spending habits. This is why so many men, and Ben, like a dummy, went back to her, got married again.
Again! You fucking idiots!
I don't know what happened to their first divorce, nor do I really care. He went back again and got hammered for it. So when guys say, you know what, I'm not really interested in dating or marriage or whatever, I'd rather save up a couple $100 a month, go hit the online pages, or if you're in Amsterdam, take a walk down to the Red District and say, hey, you know what, that's a great way to spend money. I know exactly how much I'm spending. It's going to cost me X amount of dollars per month, however much I want to dedicate to it, and there's not any surprises. Where the women, you know how the women are with that. They say one of the little-known secrets is Jennifer paid for much of their marital expenses, and now she feels he owes her, the source claimed. She's adding up all those little private jet bills she puts on her plastic, the hotels and the meals, the clothes, the coffee runs, the gas. The high cost of living was done on her dime. She paid the lion's share for that $60 million mansion they bought, too. Ben took so much money out of her, at least that's what she's saying. Well, if Ben is a penny pincher, and she wants to turn around and says, "Oh, well, he owes me all this money because of how much money we've spent." We know that line. My money is our money. Her money is her money. My money is also her money. I mean, that's how it goes, and that's what that sounds like she's doing to him. The report suggests that the rumored split has made the star realize the situation. Before this, Lopez's relatives were said to have told her to move forward from Affleck, thinking she shouldn't continue to put effort into someone who gave up so easily in their marriage. But how many times do we hear the women becomes insufferable? The guy says, I want out of here, but I can't leave because it's going to cost me half of everything. And he just taps out and he says, I'm done.
But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And it's like he was saying, a lot of the money spent was on Jennifer's dime. She wanted all this. She wanted the $60 million house. She wanted all these, I guess, extravagant trips and shit like that, right? So she paid for it. I'm pretty sure Ben was like, "No, we ain't got to spend this much money." And she was like, "Well, I got it. I got the money. I'm going to spend it." Now, if she wants to spend it, she go spend it. That doesn't mean that he has to reimburse her for it, and that's basically what it is. She's spending money that he's saying we don't need to spend this much money on stuff. She spends the money. Now he has to reimburse her. That's some, but y'all women don't want to go 50-50. But she's wanting half of everything that she spent, right? This shit don't make no sense, man. I'm telling you, when y'all divorce these women, man, don't go back. Quit circling back. Forget it. Don't spin the block. Do not. Just if you get a divorce or if you break up, just leave the shit alone, man. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it, as you see here. Damn. That's crazy. But yeah, and she calls it revenge. Revenge on money you spent after you said yourself that Ben is tight. That's basically what she was saying. Ben is tight. He don't want to spend no money, but yet he owes you half because you decided to spend the lion's share. Make that make sense. So now you feel slighted because you done spent all this money that he said that we didn't need to spend, and now you feel some type of way. Now you want revenge and you want half your money back. Man, get the fuck out of here. You guys, tell me what you think. Drop some comments down below. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. Go ahead, hit the like button again. Like I said, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. You guys, thanks for all the subscriptions and the sharing and the likes and the comments that you guys been doing. You know, we steady growing over here. I think I just hit the 1,500 subscriber mark. Just want to say thank you guys for that. All right, so again, you guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bucket naked.